Good afternoon and welcome to County Soccer Complex here in Des Moines, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. My name is Justin Forster and alongside me I've got Eric Zamora. Welcome, Eric. It's good to have you on board here.
Yeah, good to be back in action. Did get an opportunity to see the DCG, their first game of the state tournament yesterday. It was an exciting game where they went up 4-0 in the first half and then had to try to prevent Lewis Central from completing the comeback and ended up being a real exciting 4-3 game, expecting a good one again today.
And as you can see, the teams are warming up. And today we have the Norwalk Warriors versus Dallas and Grimes Mustangs. Speaking of, right here on the Girls Union Powered Network, which is sponsored by Mid-American Energy Company, on this glorious afternoon. And talking about energy, both teams are going to need to conjure some energy today, as it is blistering hot. I hope both teams got well rested last night, rehydrated, at least got some carbs into them. We will be right back after a short break, and we will talk about the matchups today and the starting lineups.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you, and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Nothing feels quite as free as being out here.
Except this free soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
At Casey's, you can win all kinds of free stuff.
I love free.
Then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, won this free donut.
I love donuts.
And these chips can win me the big one.
What?
A free concert from country music superstar Lee Brice.
I love free Lee Brice.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including a free Lee Brice concert for your town.
Free Lee!
No.
Des Moines, the yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Hello and welcome back to County Soccer Complex for the Class 2A High School Girls State Championship Semifinal between the Norwalk Warriors and Dallas and Grimes Mustangs. Eric, just turning to the matchups quickly. You did the DCG game yesterday, and quite surprising, with confidence, Dan James is sticking to his 3-5-2.
Yeah, and it was a tale of two halves. DCG really pouring on the offense, and it wasn't that necessarily they were able to get goals out of the few opportunities they had. I thought that they really played an excellent 40 minutes of soccer to start that half. And it wasn't that they did it that much differently. I just thought that Lewis Central really had a great response, and I'm not surprised by that at all. I would expect them to say this is the game plan that got us to state, got us our first victory at state, and to keep rolling.
And quickly turning to Norwalk Warriors, talking to Coach Andrew Massa just before the game. He's playing in a 4-5-1, so he's keeping the midfield very congested, and he's matching them up, which is a great decision to make against the 5 in the midfield for DCG, with some notable players in the 6, Anna Larson, Marin Randall, a junior, on the right-hand side, got a tremendous amount of speed going forward. In the 9, Addison Birch, and then in the 7 on the right, on the left, will be Ella Apanastipe. Having said that, with Anna Larson as the 6 in the midfield, should be able to deal with any situations with the ball being trying to penetrate through into the forward's feet. And at the back, very, very solid. We've got Reagan Holtoff, Jr., centre back. We've got in goals Kennedy Birch, also has been solid throughout the tournament. In the right-hand side, we've got Serenity Madonia. Madonia is a solid player as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup goes today. As you can see, the officials leading the teams up. On the left-hand side, you've got the Norwalk Warriors, who are the home team in their dark uniforms of the black and purple. And to the right, Dallas Grimes in their all-white. I'm going to take a minute to hand you over to the announcer to introduce the teams.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to County Soccer Complex, the 2021 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. In this Class 2A semifinal game between the Warriors from Norwalk and the Mustangs from Dallas Grimes. Let's meet the teams. First of all, the non-starters for the visiting team, the Dallas Grimes Mustang. Number 1, Samantha Streets. Number 3, Ellie Jermeyer. Number 6, Kaylin Mills. Number 8, Mackenzie Fortune. Number 10, Alexa Henricks. Number 12, Cameron Smith. Number 13, Emma Smith. Number 14, Maddie Cruzy. Number 17, Caroline White. Number 18, Maya Kozravi. And number 50, Kylie Albright. And now your starters for the Dallas Grimes Mustangs. Number 2, Olivia Sear. Number 4, Avery Korshing. Number 5, Elena Bartek. Number 7, Ashley England. Number 9, Corinne Wiggins. Number 11, Kylie Knief. Number 15, Ella Forsyth. Number 16, Hannah Renz. Number 19, Emma Angus. Number 22, Morgan Rosenbeck. And number 26, Maya Fritz. Head coach for the Mustangs is Dan James, assisted by Mark Bennett and Jeff Kane. Now the non-starters for the home team, the Norwalk Warriors. Number 24, Lexi Suka. Number 5, Kenna Murrenville. Number 6, Sarah Young. Number 7, Lexi Popkin. Number 11, Allison Schumacher. Number 17, Liza Vanegas. Number 18, Reese Treblecock. Number 19, Haley Schreiber. Number 21, Elise Heckert. Number 22, Kenzie Hodge. And number 23, Kaya Kralik. And now your starters for the Norwalk Warriors. Number 1, Regan Toit. Number 2, Anna Larson. Number 3, Marin Randall. Number 4, Hannah Cahill. Number 8, Jojo Bice. Number 9, Serenity Madonia. Number 12, Reagan Holtorp. Number 13, Annika Wallace. Number 14, Addison Birch. Number 15, Alla Apanastipe. Head coach for the Warriors, Andrew Messer. Assistant coach, Nick Olmstead. Our officials for today's game, the referee, Ethan Dix. The assistant referees, Rich Boyack and Tim Weber. And the fourth official, Rich Hudnock. Good luck to both teams, and let's play some championship soccer.
And there you have it, folks. The starting lineup just been read by the announcer here at County Soccer Complex on this blistering hot day. The heat is steaming off field 6 as the players get together in their huddle. The last words of motivation and encouragement before we get the game underway. Eric, it's going to be a good one today.
Yeah, it certainly should be, and where you see a lot of teams who haven't played each other before don't know teams met less than a month ago. It was in Norwalk. Warriors came away with a 1-0 victory, so I would expect that these girls will get right to action right away because they already have a pretty good idea what to expect.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it could be one in the midfield with the matchup of the 3 solid central midfielders going forward on the width. It's just going to be interesting having a look at this with the Norwalk Warriors playing one up front. But no doubt, the wide players, you're going to have Maren Randall that's going to be up and down. She's got blistering pace that we do know of, and she will be causing problems. So if you just joined us, you have now joined the 2A semi-final here at Field 6 at County Soccer Complex. We're in the commentary position, looking at the field from left to right. You've got the Norwalk Warriors in their dark uniforms with the purple trimming. And then to the right, you've got Dallasena Grimes, the Mustangs, in all white. If you missed it earlier in the 1A semi-final, the Lions from Des Moines Christian tamed the Gilbert Tigers in a thrilling match by 2-1. The game kicks off. You're going to probably find, Eric, that both teams here are going to try and get a feel of each other with a bit of a nervy start just to see how they do.
Well, and it's also interesting that a lot of teams having to make long treks to the state tournament. Not the case for these two who are almost playing in their backyard.
Absolutely, and the Warriors from just south of Des Moines, off the 5, onto the 28. It is going to be a very competitive game today. As Dallasena Grimes keep control of the ball up there, and it's just Reagan Tout just heading the ball forward. Out wide, left-hand side. Well taken in the midfield by Tout, wearing jersey number 1. With just the lone forward, Addison Birch. Chasing it down, it deflected off. A little nervy start already. The ball just goes out for a throw-in.
Rosenbeck tried to turn that upfield, a little bit of too much touch out of Wiggins, and we've got a restart for the Warriors.
Randolph, crunching tackle, solid tackle actually, played over the top. Should be an easy one for Birch to come out and collect. Maya Fitz in goals for DCG Mustangs. Just looking to break through the midfield. Picked up at the back by Kehoe. Forward by Wallace. Wearing the captain's armband. Tout with a lot of space in the midfield. Bad first touch. Is closed down. Great tackle there. Could be an injury. The ref says play on. As Reagan gingerly gets up.
Rosenbeck did a nice job there of creating, and Holtorf didn't have much of a window, but was able to get just a poke and play that to the out of boundary.
Reagan Holtorf wearing jersey number 9, just to play to watch as she went into that crunching tackle. DCG far side looking to cross it. It's cleared away by Randolph. Addison comes deep. Birch wearing jersey number 14 to collect the ball. Does well. Randall on the far side wearing jersey number 3. attacking down the left, cuts it onto her right. She's predominantly right-footed. On the opposite side to Randall, on the right, wearing jersey number 15, is Ella Apanastipe. Throw in far side. Ball played in, Tut flicks it on, Apanastipe lurking. Should be easy for the goalkeeper, Fitz. Cautious start by both teams. As the ball bounces over, it's cleared away by Kehoe. Quick throw in here on the near side, halfway through the half. Delivered into the box, shouldn't be too difficult for Birch.
What I've liked early on out of Norwalk is particularly the keeper and that back line doing a great job of communicating with one another, making sure they all know what their counterpart's doing.
The Warriors back line playing very deep. This would be an opportunity to step further up about another 10 yards, pulling the goalkeeper, Birch, outside her box. Well, one in the air by Randolph. She's already proved that she's going to be a aerial presence here in this 2A semi-final between the Norwalk Warriors and the DCG Mustangs. Jojo Bice clears the ball forward. Picked up at the back by Forsyth, who clears the ball out of bounds. We are situated on the far left-hand side of the grandstand in the Norwalk Warriors student section. I'm not sure if they're going to be louder than what we had earlier with Des Moines Christian Lions. Ball played in, Birch just over her head. Should be easy for Fitzsimmons. Dan James, the head coach for the Mustangs, on his 11th appearance here at the state championship. And on the opposite end is Andrew Messer on his 3rd appearance at the state championship. Two well-experienced teams here as the Mustangs break down the right-hand side. Challenge going in there from Annika Wallace on the far left side. The heat beaming down on us. No wind at all. Cross comes in from DCG. Goes over Birch's head and out for a goal kick.
And this
DCG have proved that they can go down both sides of the field, the left and the right. They've got some quality and
this is
have a
reminiscent.
technical presence as the ball's played quick. To the keeper's right and to Randolph. Looking forward, doesn't have many options. And kicks the ball out for a throw-in. Throw-in, long throw. Morgan Rosenbeck with the long throw. Comes and receives the ball. Under pressure from Birch. Great tackle. Nobody gave her the man on call. The switch is on. Through Tout in the midfield. She's screaming for the ball. As a...
This is very similar to how the game started yesterday for DCG. They really were in the offensive half of the field much more often early on. But again, Norwalk, knowing this opponent, they're not rattled by it at all. They're really staying true to their formation.
Anna Larson in the midfield. She is a presence, strong, has some good vision as she heads the ball forward. Ball played forward. Birch has an option to the left with Wallace, wearing jersey number 13. One of the captains goes forward looking for the 1-2. Great ball played in behind, but it's well covered On the far side by Angus, the senior.
And Norwalk does a good job there of pressuring. Because of that, it forces DCG's hand. All they can do is just knock it out of bounds.
DCG, far side, looking to break the line forward. However, there's enough purple shirts behind the ball just to close down, force the throw in. Far side, just inside the Mustangs half, into Burt. Turns, gets taken down, rides the tackle well. It's a pretty good piece of play there.
Far enough out where it's not necessarily a direct scoring opportunity, but depending on how Norwalk sets this up, this could be a nice set piece to try to get some offense going.
Bice delivers, wearing jersey number 8, straight onto the goalkeeper. Deals with it, parries it. Very, very lucky, but dealt with it under pressure. Dangerous situation.
And I take back what I said. From there, she looked like she was ready to give that a rip and see if she couldn't strike it in.
Fritz was having nothing to do with it. Just bounces it once and catches it under pressure. Back pass into Birch. Corshing is lurking, just waiting. Forsyth, Ella Forsyth playing on the right in the 7, just in the wide area. A little bit of space in here for the Mustangs as they look to break. Lovely turn there in the midfield there by Knief. Out wide for Wiggins, delivers, and it's taken by Birch. Knief did a great job there in the midfield on the turn, finding space in between the lines. It's a player that Larson and Jojo Bice are going to have to watch very, very closely. Ball on the far side, the Warriors looking to attack. Again, cutting in onto the right foot, into pressure. Patient. The switch is on here as Serenity is just pushing into space. The 6 is a little bit too high, unable to drop in and receive the ball. Tout on the ball. Tries to shoot, it's closed down. Tout looking forward again, wearing jersey number 1, Reagan Tout. And it's cleared away there at the back. Nervy start, Bartek launching the ball out on the far touchdown line, deep inside the Mustangs half.
I've been impressed with both sides with how they've been able to make smart plays, and really in a game like this, you're not going to see people trying to do too much individually. They're really going to rely on their teammates.
Mustangs looking to clear the lines, but it's easily picked up there by Kehoe. Finding Serenity, plays a ball forward. Apana Stipe came into the pocket in the half space to receive the ball. Well taken there by Randolph. Anna Larson playing under pressure, just nice and composed on the ball. The midfield 3 for the Warriors with Tout, Larson and Bice. A wealth of experience in there. Some great technical ability. And have obviously played together for quite a while, as you can see with their movements. Ball played forward here by the Mustangs as they're looking to close down. Serenity comes in to win the ball, dispossessed. It breaks free and the Mustangs are going to score, and they do! It's a goal! Crashing with an error at the back between Serenity and the goalkeeper, but persistence from Corshing to finish it off and just plant the ball into the back of the net. And after 13 minutes, Eric, we're at 1-0 to the Mustangs versus the Warriors.
You know, I was just about to say the play before that. Corshing's pressure really created a turnover. The Warriors still were able to clear it, but they gave the ball right back to the Mustangs.
There's a bad error at the back, though. Communication problem, possibly, with Serenity and Birch.
Well, and
Corshing.
And give credit to Corshing there, because even if it wasn't a miscommunication, it's just she was able to slip in a real tight area and cause havoc, and that's one of those where Norwalk has time to bounce back, but Corshing starts off the way she did yesterday as she got the first goal in their victory over Lewis Central.
And it's still early, very, very early in the game. As I see on field 9, Waverley, the Go Hawks have just scored also after about 15 minutes to go 1-0 up there. As DCG Mustangs break into the box again, and strike just goes over the bar. So far in the game, from what we can see, there's a quick penetration through the midfield for the Mustangs, and they get the ball in wide, and they deliver the balls into the box, and they've great opportunities.
It's
and
always
it's something to take care of, obviously, if you're looking at it from a coaching standpoint.
It's interesting to see how both teams respond after a goal. Obviously, a big emotional moment, momentum swinger. Either way it could be, and so far it looks like the Mustangs are building off that goal.
But there's still quality in this Warriors team to come back. It's early in the game. They're making too many errors, though. I think there's a lot of nerves. Once they get into this, I think there'll be more fluidity to the game. We are going to take a water break after 20 minutes. Tout, as you can see, she's got her shirt up. They must be absolutely just drenched out there already. It's hot. It's about 90 degrees in the shade here. Throw in far side. No changes yet to both teams. The coaching staff is sticking with the starting 11, which I think is great. So then they get have a feel and a momentum to the game. Every Corshing, the goal scorer. Ball played forward, again over the top. Randolph was just caught in no man's land. No pressure on the ball. The opponent looks to deliver long, just drop and keep your shape. That way the ball's in front of you and you can step up and head it. Maren Randall, wearing jersey number 3, has been pushed into the 9, and I know why. Her pace. She's very, very quick, and if they can get the right ball in behind, will definitely cause problems. And if you've just joined us, my name is Justin Forster, and alongside me is Eric. My color analyst with great in-depth into the game as the Mustangs look to come across. Picked up. Tout looks to switch it quick. Here we have Bice. Lots of space in front of her. She can attack it. Daniels making a run forward. Well intercepted there by the holding midfielder. In their 3-5-2.
Holtorf with a nice step up there. Otherwise, Corshing would have had another opportunity to rip a shot.
Taken down again. They've got to eliminate the holding midfielder for the Mustangs. Randall on the ball. Again distributed by Elena Bartak. Showing some strength. Tout. Skips past one. Inside she's got Randall. Could have gone first time. Maybe a little bit too late. If it would have gone earlier, she would have eliminated Bartak. Randall's got some pace to go 1v1 against her opponent as they play 3 at the back. The Mustangs leading 1-0. The Warriors are making a change. Apana Stipe is going out.
And substitutions in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Nice play there by Bartok as you were talking about how difficult it was to get around her. That was her just not getting sucked out of position, and also the timing of it was brilliant.
Schreiber, number 19, has come in to replace Anna Stipe. Randall on the ball on the right-hand side, in the box, delivers. Just didn't get it away from the goalkeeper. And you can't miss their goalkeeper in that bright, luminous green, matching headband and socks. Fritz delivers long. Don't forget, these two teams played yesterday. Some of these players probably played 80-minute games. As the ball's out wide, with Bice, left foot delivers. Looks like it's going to sail over the bar. Fritz, an experienced goalkeeper, sophomore. Made 46 saves so far this season and only allowed 14 as we approach the water break.
And again, an IMT Insurance substitution was interesting to see that it took about 17 minutes for us to have our first substitution, but you can expect those early and often from here on out.
Serenity just lays the ball down into Larson. Larson looking for Schreiber. Dispossessed, taken away. Hannah Renz is in the center of midfield, and that's a great ball through. Serenity making amends, is now just going to deal with it on her own and clears it out to the right-hand side, looking for Kehoe. The gaps between the lines after 19 minutes as we approach the water break are now expanding.
A little bit too much of a first touch there, but early on you're seeing both of these teams, if they're going to err, they're erring so far and playing a little bit of a conservative style here.
Yeah. As the Warriors need to try and find Randall up front, probably in behind their back line. They play 3 at the back, 5 in the midfield, but Bartek is the holding midfielder for the Mustangs. Serenity is trying to find some kind of space down the right as Randolph is fouled by Knief. My apologies on that. Actually, Ella Forsyth is fouled by Knief and Randolph.
Forsyth gets tangled up, and that's definitely a player that the Norwalk side's going to want to keep an eye on. She had 2 goals as well with Corsham yesterday.
Ball played in, pressure. They do press high to the Mustangs. Knief gets the ball under control. Just a slight miscontrol. Well done there by Larson. Just clears the lines. Now this is where the Warriors line needs to step up. They're not stepping up quick enough. Bartek switches play into Annika Wallace. I believe that was offside, but they could have played advantage there. Because on the far side, the Warriors had a lot of space to break forward. As you can see, the Mustangs' backline has dropped so deep. I mean, this would be a great opportunity to play the ball out of the back as Tout goes and flicks it on. Nice little cut back onto her left foot. In those flashy pink boots, looking to get down the line. The Warriors on the far side and now the referee has decided to go and get water. We'll be back shortly because Eric and myself are in need of some water up here.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Nothing feels quite as free as being out here.
Except this free soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
At Casey's, you can win all kinds of free stuff.
I love free.
Then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, won this free donut.
I love donuts.
And these chips can win me the big one.
What?
A free concert from country music superstar Lee Brice.
I love free Lee Brice.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including a free Lee Brice concert for your town.
Free Lee!
No.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Hello and welcome back to County Soccer Complex. We just had the water break here of the 2A semi-final between the Norwalk Warriors, a well-earned water break. The Warriors have gone 1-0 down against the Mustangs after a goal from Corshing after 13 minutes. After a defensive error, a communication error pretty much between the goalkeeper and Serenity. Serenity, an experienced player. Just a little bit of nerves, Eric, but no doubt they'll feel a way back into the game.
Yeah, this Norwalk Warrior squad has a lot to build off of after 21-plus minutes. Quite honestly, outside of the one that found the back of the net, they've been really solid defensively, that bend but don't break mentality. And, again, I can't stress enough, their communication has been really good for almost the entire game. They're doing a good job of making sure, looking over and saying, hey, I have somebody who needs help. I'm going to go over and be that outlet for them.
I see Serenity has gone off, being replaced by Liza Benegas in jersey number 17, who is now just slotted into the right back position. A little bit of energy here. Marin Daniels on the ball, trying to break, overpowered by 3 white jerseys. Be difficult. Again, this might be something the Warriors might need to do, is get the ball in wide. There's a pillar of strength down the middle there for the Mustangs. Bartek sitting in front of the back 3. Fantastic player. Great challenge there. The referees decided that's a free kick.
And all tournament long, I've noticed that the officials aren't getting real ticky-tacky, but that's an easy one for the center official to see, and gives the restart to the Mustangs.
Yeah. Bartek delivers forward. She's left space in behind her. If it goes through, Marin Daniels on the ball now. They need a big recovery. Bartek is back. Slowing the game down. I think the key here is, once you've lost possession, to influence the game off the ball, so dropping back into your starting positions, 5-second rule to win the ball back. As Larson gets on the ball, short ball in to the midfield. Some sloppy passing. Ball just goes over Benegas' head. Randolph came in for the cover. Still Corshing on the ball, the goal scorer, out wide to the Mustang, and it goes over the bar. As Birch watches that ball sail over the bar.
We've got another substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. That is twice already in the game. We've seen Carolyn White, 17 for the Mustangs, with great closing speed. A couple of times there was a ball and you thought, okay, that's definitely going to be Norwalk's ball. And instead, her hustle allowed it either to be a 50-50 challenge or for her to win it outright.
And as you can see, Eric, they've pulled Apana Stipe and Birch back into the game. They've pushed Marin Daniels back out to the left-hand side. They've gone with 2 up front. So they're changing the shape a bit to get back into it. Coming up to 16 minutes left of the first half. In the sweltering heat, I could fry an egg in these stands.
And I was just complimenting White on her speed, but they're showing great dexterity to get that toe all the way up and knock that down well over 5 feet off the ground.
The Warriors been very patient. They just need a little more movement from the midfield third into the final third. I think if they stretch this game and get into the wide areas, they have to eliminate the central areas because that is where the strength lies with DCG Mustangs. As they get down the right-hand side, the ball comes into the box. Warriors do not clear their lines. It's still on the edge of the box. Bunch of white shirts delivered in. Well wide for a goal kick. As Kylie Knief shoots well wide.
And both coaching staffs want to keep everybody as fresh as possible. That allows for another substitution in today's match. They're brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can
goal kick for the Warriors on the far
IMTINS.com.
side. Birch looking to deliver. Ball played forward. It should be easy for Birch. The Warriors line has dropped deeper, not allowing any space in behind them, so it's pretty simple for Birch to come and pick up. It would be easier if the ball was played into feet. Birch drops to the ground. As we see more changes coming in. Serenity has come back into the game wearing jersey number 9. Haley Schreiber, wearing jersey number 19 in the midfield for the Warriors. Big battle in the midfield, that's for sure. Wallace deals with it. Marin. Larson. Birch. Not a foul. Was close to a foul. Yes. No advantage. It was obvious. It did go to a white shirt.
Morgan Rosenbeck stepping up and trying to make that play. Her timing was just a little bit off. And the Norwalk squad will get a free kick. As you mentioned, and we've talked about throughout this tournament, sometimes people are a little bit expecting that whistle right away, but the official wants to see how the play develops and if there is an advantage to the team that was just fouled.
Bice lining it up, left-footed. Delivers one in. Just goes out. Got too much around that. Probably should have delivered it a little bit further out wide into the far post, especially with the numbers coming in, 3-4 players coming into it. It was just looked like a little bit of a tired delivery. Don't forget, some of these players played a full match yesterday and they're back at it today with hardly any recovery. Laid down into Birch by Apana Stipe. Serenity dropping quickly as we have a substitution for the Mustangs. Bartek going off, very, very surprising. I would have kept her on with 12 minutes to go. Only leading 1-0 if you've just joined us. The Mustangs through Korshing after 13 minutes. Serenity. Larson closing down. Referees decided it's the Mustangs' ball. It's quickly thrown in by Wiggins. Ball delivered out. Played forward there by Rosenberg. Kehoe, Serenity. Now playing with a little more composure. Two up front. The two centre-backs have dropped really deep for the Mustangs. As the Warriors on the right-hand side, looking through an Apana Stipe, down to the right-hand side. Just needed more options. Was that a deflection? No, goal kick, as it's indicated by the second official.
And you're right there. The DCG squad really playing those last couple of fullbacks all the way back. And we'll see if after a while Norwalk doesn't try to use that to their advantage. Maybe send somebody wide that's being kept on side because of how deep they're playing.
Did you know that Jojo Bice is the leading goal scorer for the Warriors with 22 goals so far this season?
And that's by a wide margin, as she actually has more than the next two players combined.
She's also leading in assists with 11. Player to watch, however, it's not just about one player, don't forget that. It's a team effort. So Bartak has gone off, who is doing an outstanding job holding in front of the back three for the Mustangs. They're staying very, very disciplined right now. Larson looking for Maren Daniels wearing jersey number 3. She's got blistering pace. Playing the ball back in. Launched forward there by Wallace. Jojo Bice was just ushered the defender to play it out of bounds on the far side. Far touchline. Still 1-0. 9 minutes to go in the match. It should be easy for Randolph. Looking for Apana Stipe. Played out wide. Maren Daniels on the ball. Cuts inside. There's too much congestion on the inside. Maren Daniels coming in onto her right foot. Into a quality back three there for the Mustangs. I would maybe switch Maren Daniels out to the right so she can go 1v1.
And again,
down the line here.
We talk about Korshing affecting the game. Even didn't have to touch the ball there. And excuse me, that was Forsyth, not Korshing. But again, it doesn't matter who's up front. All of the DCG players have done a great job of, as soon as they see Norwalk in possession, they're immediately on them, they're pressuring them, and they're forcing them to play the ball quickly.
Panastipe wins that. Eventually cleared into Birch. Throw in. Serenity was urged by her teammates to keep it in, who need to recover quickly.
That's one of those where if you're not 100% sure that it's going to be yours, sometimes if you can keep it in, you might as well, because there,
Birch is chopped down again. The referee now calls Rosenberg, the senior. Delivered forward. Not far enough. Didn't beat the first defender, though, as this could be dangerous as DCG looked to break. But it's well defended there by Randolph. Throw in again. Birch gets on it. I'd rather leave it and push her up front. She is the centre forward. You need her in a position to score goals. Delivered in. Far post. A little bit of pressure there by the Warriors. Unfortunately, get called for a handball. Coming up to the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, not always going to get called for just touching it, but there she clearly would have gained an advantage. Referee waits to see, and it was touched by the Warriors next. Easy call for the center ref.
Larson. Anna Larson up, wearing jersey number 2. with number 18, Reese, to the left-hand side of her. And Shoemaker in the midfield as well.
Another substitution being made here with just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Substitution, today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
And the referee has indicated a free kick in a dangerous spot on the far right, just inside the central area. As the Warriors line up on the edge of the 18-yard box, the Mustangs are looking to get their second goal. Right-footed delivery coming into the box, deep into the box, and Birch comes out and smothers that ball. Well taken there, under pressure. Always a nervy moment in those situations. Birch again on the ball.
And again, White shows that speed and shows how quickly and how much ground she can cover in a moment's notice.
Just goes to show the fitness level and the stamina level of endurance of some of the players. Attack. Back in at holding midfield. Larson is now going off, probably for a quick chat with the coach. Andrew Messer. And not just that, probably needs a well-earned rest and take it through the half-time break. With the Warriors 1-0 down here against the Mustangs. Ball played forward and out of bounds by Randolph. Randolph has been solid at the back. Now that both teams are settled into the game here on Field 6 at County Soccer Complex for the Iowa State High School Championships. If you've just joined us, I'm Justin Fortune. Alongside me is Eric Zamora. You're watching the Norwalk Warriors versus the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Mustangs wearing all white, leading the game by 1-0 versus the Norwalk Warriors in their dark black shirts and the purple trimming. Hannah Kehoe, one of the captains, delivers back to Birch, who tries to launch the ball forward, whereas Reese comes off first best there. That's much better. Great turn there by Birch. Playing the ball forward, looking for the give and go, but a lovely first-time ball there by Apana Stripe, who now wants the ball in behind on a run, but the cover is there. Apana Stripe gets the ball, she delivers, and straight into the arms of Maya Fritz.
Addison Birch there with that nice deflection to kind of set that up. And going back even further than that, she matched up there with Rosenbeck. Despite the fact that she gives up as much size, just by her challenging, it really forced Rosenbeck to not be able to play it cleanly.
Just coming up to 2 minutes to go here. The Warriors are looking dangerous on the edge of the box. And Bartak cleans it up and clears the lines. Into Corshing. Avery Corshing, the goal scorer of the first goal for the Mustangs. Tout with a lot of space in the midfield, tries to get the ball in behind. The back line was really deep. As we come up to 2 minutes left in the game, you can tell the players are tired. Birch, upon a Stipe overlapping run on the right hand side. The ball was played square. Serenity looking for Birch, again challenge, gets a flick on, looking for a teammate in behind her, and Jojo Bice, who's now playing in a more advanced position for most of the second half. Reagan Tout, ball just went past her. Here we have a challenge. Birch comes out, does really well, deflects off Olivia sigh and goes out for a throw-in. It should be a Norwalk Warriors throw, as the second official indicates. On my near side, that was obvious. Even I saw that. Apanastipe looking to get the ball forward. Birch is looking a lot better now. She's playing with a little more confidence. Jojo Bice has pushed up the field a little more. We've got about 40 seconds left. The crowd are not happy with the referee's decision, as we see a substitution coming in for the Mustangs, as we're approaching halftime, with the Mustangs leading the game by 1-0. Here in the 2A High School State Championship semi-final, with a place in the final on Friday on field 9 at stake. Mustangs. Ball played out wide there. Lovely little ball played by Ella Forsyth. Out wide as the referee blows for half time. Well, the game livened up a little bit as we come into the half time here. We're going to take a little break, and we will be back with an analysis, a quick analysis on the first half. But we need to take a well-earned break in this pounding heat here on Field 6 at County Soccer Complex. We'll be back in a second.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome to halftime of the Girls State Soccer Tournament. I'm Lisa Brinkmeyer with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and we hope you've enjoyed the first half of action-packed soccer. 2021 marks the 23rd year of Girls State Soccer in Iowa. And even though we missed last year due to the pandemic, we are so thankful to be back on the field. And we're grateful for the support we've had to get us there. None other is more important than Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. With me is Craig Hill, president of Iowa Farm Bureau. Thanks for joining me, Craig.
Well, thank you, Lisa. And well, Lisa, you know, the Iowa Farm Bureau is the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and we're just thrilled to be part of this great state soccer tournament. It's an opportunity for us to partner with you. We've been a partner for many, many years, but it's also a time to recognize these young ladies. You know, they've persevered through a difficult year. It's been a challenging year with the pandemic, with COVID, and, you know, showing grit, perseverance, and that farm strong spirit, you know, they've prevailed and they've made it to this tournament, and we're so proud of them.
We'd like to share a little bit with our viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau. Can you tell us why it's important to you to partner with the Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, the Iowa Farm Bureau is a farm organization, and we know our farmers protect natural resources and they grow great crops in Iowa, but our best crop, our best resource in Iowa is our kids, it's our children. And so we want to support Iowa's youth in every possible way. We do that through scholarship, about $250,000 of scholarships each and every year. We do that with a partnership with you on concussion insurance. And so the unlikely event there was a concussion, we want to provide insurance protection for the family so they bear no cost, either the family or the school. We also provide about $450,000 over the last 8 years in classroom supplies for teachers and teacher supplement grants, including Character Counts, a program that's very popular, as well as 4-H and FFA. We want to support Iowa's youth in every possible way.
Student athletes at this year's state tournament are going home with some pretty neat souvenirs. Can you tell us a little bit about those, Craig?
Well, the Signature Ball program is very popular. It's a keepsake that each student athlete can take home, a signature ball. It's a soccer ball that their teachers, their coaches, their parents can all sign, and it's a reminder of what they can do if they set their mind to it and work hard. We also have the souvenir bag tags this year, which as they travel going forward, whether it's domestic or international, they'll have a reminder as well on their bag as they as they travel around the world.
That's right. They'll take their bag tag with them as they spread their wings.
Share
all they've learned on and off the field.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Craig Hill. We appreciate the sponsorship, the partnership we have with Iowa Farm Bureau, and for what you've done for the Girls Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl. Our partnership means the world to us.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength.
Welcome back to County Soccer Complex for this 2A semi-final game on Field 6 between the Norwalk Warriors and the DCG Mustangs. Eric, it's been a back and forth game so far in the first half, but the goal for the Mustangs has changed quite a few things as far as how the Warriors have changed their tactical movements for the rest of the second half.
Yeah, it certainly has. I felt like the DCG squad, I don't want to say that they're going into a defensive game, but you've seen that a little bit with them moving those fullbacks back, and quite honestly, what they've been generating up top has been working. They haven't had a ton of opportunities, but they feel like they can keep moving the ball around, connect on those short passes. The best opportunities we've seen out of the Warriors haven't been from very in close. They've had to resort to some long distance shots, and I know they can score from there, but ultimately if you're Norwalk, you'd like to push the ball a little bit deeper into enemy territory.
Maren Daniels playing on the left hand side. Some thoughts here and switching her to the right, being predominantly right footed, being able to take on the Mustangs left back 1v1 down the line might be a better option.
Yeah, it certainly could. Obviously, maybe it's one of those where they're also thinking of that as maybe when you're making those passes across, having that kind of curl along the touchline, but we'll certainly see how they end up doing that. We do want to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each of the 99 counties across Iowa. We'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl.
Looking at the Mustangs, they're back three with England, Angus and Rosenberg, very sturdy with Bartek in front of them. keeping the central area very tight. They're very, very solid. It's difficult to break them down, even pull them out of position. I still feel that if the ball is played out wide, or the Warriors get the ball out wide very quickly to stretch their back three, I think they'll have more options as long as they get numbers into the box. As we look to start the second half of this 2A semi-final, the Mustangs leading by 1-0 with a goal by Korshing. The Mustangs in white from left to right, from my commentary position as you see the game. And the Warriors, the Norwalk Warriors, are from right to left in their dark jerseys with the purple traditional trimming on their sleeves. As the Mustangs look to kick off the second half. Another 40 minutes, the game's not over. The winning prize for this is a final on Friday at 1 o'clock versus it's actually Waverley, who are currently winning their match over there, the Go Hawks, by, I believe, it was last I knew was 2-0. We're waiting for an update from our production team as the cross comes in on the far side and goes out for a goal kick to Norwalk Warriors.
And what a story that would be for DCG if they're able to win a championship. 2 of their losses on the season have come at the hands of this Norwalk squad they have to take on in the semifinals. And then if it were to be Waverley Shell Rock that they take on, they lost to them earlier in the season as well, 3-2.
So having played 2 games against each other earlier on in the season, both teams have got a feel of each other. They know what the tendencies are, the strengths and weaknesses. As Birch picks the ball up, does a great job of holding the ball up on the halfway line. Back into Serenity. Little flick round the corner. He has a chance for Birch as she's breaking forward. Bice in front of her, goes for goal. I don't think that was the option. With Jojo Bice breaking through the midfield.
That's what this DCG squad can do, is they'll frustrate you into maybe not taking the best shot selection because you've gotten so few far in between opportunities that you're thinking, maybe if I can just strike that one perfectly, I can slip it past the keeper.
That's nearly cut out there. Marin Daniels putting pressure. It's a great chance now for the Warriors to press high as England comes to take the throw. Long throw forward into the feet of Forsyth. Under pressure, Marin on the ball. Likes her right foot, and as I said, I think she's a better option on the right. As the ball's now played in up front, it's now taken away. Ball played forward here. This is a problem. Korshing is dealt with handedly there by Serenity in the cover. And that is something to watch out for. As far as the counterattacks goes, Knaif with the big pass forward. Great delivery.
And if Norwalk comes back, remember that play by Madoni. This could easily be a 2-0 game right now if she didn't come over and make that play.
And here we go again. Ella Forsyth, and it's Olivia Sy who's gone forward. With 4 behind the ball here on the halfway line, dealing with Birch and Jojo Bice. The holding midfielder is Elena Bartek, looking solid, wearing jersey number 5. Into Bice. Bartek comes across, pulled down by Bice. The referee says play on. Tout with the ball. This is a chance. There's space on the far side. Tout decides to go close down by 2 players. Off the ball, and the referee says no, he decides not to. There's a little bit of a retaliation. Bartek is not happy, obviously thinking she had a foul a little bit earlier on. She has now retaliated. It's not really a time to lose your discipline. Also having a little talking to is Emma Angus. The Warriors sitting with 4 behind the ball.
Bartek kind of telegraphed that one. Sometimes a player looks around for a call when they don't get it. You can just see something probably is going to come out of frustration.
Jojo Bice on the ball, left-footed, delivers a ball, direct in, overfits his head, and it hits the crossbar. Rebound, nobody there, rebounds in. Keeper saves it again, it's a goal by Billion. Fitz pounces on the ball, but there was a chance there for the Warriors to tie the game up. Jojo Bice delivery hitting the crossbar. The rebound was saved. Coming in on the far post for the Warriors was upon a stipe. Now it's switching. Well dealt with there at the back there by Randolph. Under pressure, Serenity. Closed down by Corshing, the goal scorer of the lone goal so far. Still a lot of space between the lines. There's enough space there. Sai.
Bice has lost the element of surprise because from that distance, most people here know and are expecting, quite honestly, a shot. That's how good that was. As the goalkeeper was expecting it, still had to do everything she could to just get a piece of it.
There was some delivery, and there was no doubt she was going to go direct on goal. Serenity plays forward, looking for Birch on the far right. Closed down, played forward into Bice. Didn't get a good touch, although she's stepping in to get it. Serenity's on. Larson is calling for it. We have the left back going forward on this side. Wallace can still go forward. She's got loads of space. Larson under pressure from Corshing. Wallace on our side of the field was pushing forward into the space and absolutely just howling for the ball. So we have a nice little breeze. Serenity gives a foul away. Referee now keeping a very close eye on the game.
Yeah, that's a call that maybe wouldn't have been called earlier in the game, but as the tempers start to rise along with the temperature out here, then certainly that's something that the official's going to want to keep a close eye on.
This game has another goal in the making, that's for sure, especially after that chance. It's going to boost some confidence into the Warriors. Crunching tackle there by Serenity. Into Birch, looking to turn, dispossessed, out wide, manages to keep the ball. She's a feisty little character. Referee says play on. To the bemusement of the crowd. Tout, looking to get the ball forward into the wide area. Back into Birch, who's being closely watched out there by Rosenberg. Again, Tout on the ball. The Warriors are having most of the possession in the midfield as Rosenberg just clatters Birch to the ground now. Birch gingerly steps up and hobbles away, not indicating to go off the field. Randolph looking to play this ball into the box. It's got to be a good delivery because Fitz is good in goals. Into the back line. Randolph delivers, just going into the back line. Great run by Birch. And Fitz takes care of it. In that bright green luminous jersey with the black sleeves, with a matching headband and matching socks. Birch has gone down again as the referee stops the clock. Just coming up to 8 minutes in the half, second half, on this glorious day in Des Moines, Iowa, for the Iowa High School State Championships. As Birch is getting attended to, this gives a chance for the players to go off and have a quick drink of water, well deserved.
Also gives us an opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors. Hey fans, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means a college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. And one of the areas I find kind of interesting is Kruger Seeds is sponsoring our corner kicks, but they haven't gotten any love from that yet because, amazingly, we've yet to have a corner in this game.
You're absolutely right there, Eric. And everything has gone central. Hardly anything's gone wide. A couple of goal kicks, shots from a distance, except for the goal in the first half where Corshing pounced onto an error at the back to finish it. And it looks like Birch is going to hobble off. She doesn't want to go off, obviously. But she was absolutely smashed to the ground there by number 22, Morgan Rosenbeck, the senior, who has 1 assist so far in the year.
Still a lot of time left, 32-25, and I don't expect Norwalk to change up too much. I feel that they just think that right now, if they can just execute a little bit better, the game plan is in motion, and it won't be until maybe check in with about 10 minutes to go, then you might see them all of a sudden deciding, you know what, we need to generate some offense, let's change things up.
Referee drops the ball, Fitz. She'll probably look to just get this ball high up the field. There's too many gaps between the lines. Mustang's backline needs to step up. Challengers going in. Headed forward into Daniels. Handball. Referee's going to give it. Daniels wanted to carry on. She was like a horse out of the blocks there for a minute. But the referee has decided we'll have a free kick. Jojo Bice just with a light breeze behind her. Not enough. My guess would be a diagonal ball with the left foot just in behind the back line if it's played right. Towards the penalty spot would be a good area for Bice to play the ball into. Yes, it is, and they're running onto it. Fitz comes out. It should be easy for her. Well-experienced goalkeeper. I'm still concerned that there's now coming up to 30 minutes left, that the Warriors are still playing with 4 at the back. When we get a free kick like that, they can push players forward, especially their left back and right back. So the Mustangs look to get forward again. It's Olivia on the right-hand side. Great recovery there from Wallace, one of the captains in the team. Eglin takes a throw. Little nudge, thrown off balance. Just carry on with the game. It's the way to do it, no complaining. The ball's played forward there by Wallace. Lots of running here for Jojo. She closes down and the ball's played out. Maren Daniels is stepping up. The quick throw's on here. It could actually get Jojo in behind, but decided not to. So Wallace on the ball with the throw. Given away. Jojo does well. Reverse pass in would have been good. Jojo looks to deliver. The ball across the area on the far side for a Pana Stripe.
We've talked a lot about Bice and her skill being a danger to shoot from everywhere, but that last play was set up because she hustled, she pressured, and she forced DCG to have no play but to just knock it out of bounds.
Kenzie Hodge with jersey number 22 has replaced Birch up front in the 9. Tout wearing jersey number 1. Solid in the midfield. Closed down tight by 2 players. Bartek being one of them. Knife looks to clear. She's on it again. Just sticks her right foot through the ball. In behind the Warriors' back line. Just to relieve a little bit of pressure. And now it's a throw into the Mustangs, who are leading this game by 1-0 as we see 4 subs coming in at once for the Mustangs. Fresh legs.
Yeah, it's certainly what DCG needed right now, an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com.
Throw in. Into the feet of Caution, the goal scorer. Crafty little play. Got to watch her tightly, as you can see. She is being watched by Kehoe. Wallace breaks free, wins a free kick. Played really well there. Are there any options to play short here? Larson is in a very, very good position to get the ball. They opt not to. You could push Serenity a little bit higher and wider, but they choose not to. So Wallace is going forward, and that's got to hurt. Just on top of the forehead.
Toit trying to kind of flick that on and keep it. She ended up kind of stopping it more dead in its tracks than she was hoping.
Lawson with a great ball around the corner. Into Maren Daniels, looking to break at pace into Bice's feet. Bice on her left foot. They collide with each other. Bice just carries on. Jojo Keeps trying to break into the box. Still gets the ball. Jojo left foot into the far post. Apana should have attacked the ball earlier and got inside. Delivers the ball back into the box. Goes out. Larson, but yeah, we have Wallace onto it. Marin Daniels going square. Tout did really well to get that. Now this is a chance for the Mustangs. Well closed down by Wallace as it breaks out wide. Bartak going up there. Serenity should have no problem with this. She's got Larson to her left-hand side who can switch play. Hannah Pike, it's just sloppy play, but that is tiredness and fatigue within the players. And this is when they'll start to make technical errors as the Mustangs are dropping deeper and deeper, and that's well read there at the back. But Marin Bice does really well to keep it. Here's your chance to keep the ball. It's played forward.
Good communication there as initially Rosenbeck wanted to play it, but she was called off by her netminder. Fritz comes off her line. Easy play for the keeper.
This is a little bit better from the Warriors. They're showing a little more technical ability in moving the ball in the midfield. Hodge is the player up front as Bice gets the ball. Looks to turn a defender, breaking in onto her left foot. Another delivery in, and Fitz. Wasn't enough texture and bend on the ball, but now the game is starting to open up as Bice now is starting to find space here on our near side, left-hand side, and she's left-footed as well. Hodge, the substitute, that's in. Marin Daniels should have made a run there. She could have got to it as the ball's cleared.
And we were talking about a smart play a moment ago out of Rosenbeck. Same thing out of Angus. Too often you'll see a defender who knows they can get to a ball always touch it, but doing a good job of getting communication from the keeper and saying, no, that's no danger. Let that through. I can just scoop that up.
Well, it's good that they're keeping the ball on this side because they're definitely testing the substitute right back that's just come into the game, Hendricks, wearing jersey number 10. Jojo Bice has gone past her 3 times and delivered. This is the time to take the chances with that. Before they make the change again. Larson spreads it out wide to Serenity, far side. Looking for some movement up front. Well, Reese Treblecock did very well out there to protect the ball. Now the Mustangs looking to break forward. Just a miscommunication with the pass there from Kylie Knief. But they still win the ball. She was looking for Korshing to break forward.
Forsyth applies some pressure, and because of it, the DCG squad ends up with a throw-in.
Smith, the sophomore, going forward. It's well taken there in the midfield there by Mackenzie Fortune. Senior midfielder. Treblecock on the far side. Tries to get the ball forward. It's a great recovery there from Rosenbeck. Maybe Tout should have checked back into the space. Treblecock on the ball again. Keeping possession. Larson calling for it just in that pocket of space just inside the halfway line. First time pass. Lovely piece of play. Out to the far side. Treblecock. Larson steps in. You can see there's some tired legs out there. That's better. Now there's a little bit of space forward. Marin Daniels is 1v1. On our side of the field, 2v1 situation out there, which is well taken. Delivery comes in, and it goes over the goalkeeper's head. Fritz was very casual at that point, just watching the ball sail over. With 23 minutes to go, the Mustangs, who are leading by 1-0 after a goal in the first half, and they're all white going from left to right, are really soaking up some pressure here from the Warriors. Bice, Larson, Tout with a lot of space, calling for it. Nice control with the right foot. Cuts inside. Out to a left foot and Tout with a shot and it going in. And the keeper sees it wide. All they have to do is hit the target. Well, the chances are now coming, Eric. All they have to do is hit the target.
And not the exact same storyline as DCG's quarterfinal game, but similar. They take a lead, and then they have had to play much more defensive in the second half, both yesterday and today, than they did in the opening 40 minutes.
Well, the back line of the Mustangs are starting to get tired. They've probably played every minute of every game. And here we go again. Shoemaker cuts it onto a right foot, pressure coming in, manages to get the ball into Bass. Bass takes a shot and goes over the bar again. Well, the chances are coming. A goal has got to come at some stage. Some tired shooting out there. Bice with her left foot was under pressure from Mackenzie Fortune. The senior midfielder just launched herself at her. Serenity picks it up. We have, as the ball, Schumacher stretches the game onto the far side, opening up the gap here for Bice. First touch goes straight back to Wallace and to Larson. Good defending, showing the ball back this way towards us. Wallace looks to switch it. That's a good ball into Treblecock. Treblecock takes a touch. Tout wants it at feet. Larson breaks it. Under pressure though. Tout. There's the ball. The ball was, oh, I tell you what, it was in. And Tout with his chance. And it goes wide again. But upon a stipe on the far right-hand side was screaming for the ball. And that was a chance just to slide the ball through, as now the crowd are starting to get on their feet as the momentum changes and we go to a water break. We'll be back right after this.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Nothing feels quite as free as being out here.
Except this free soda.
Where'd you get free soda?
At Casey's, you can win all kinds of free stuff.
I love free.
Then you'll love this. Bought this jerky, won this free donut.
I love donuts.
And these chips can win me the big one.
What?
A free concert from country music superstar Lee Brice.
I love free Lee Brice.
With Casey's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes, the more you buy, the more you can win, including a free Lee Brice concert for your town.
Free Lee!
No.
Des Moines, the yeses are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
Well, after that well-deserved water break, we're back here at County Soccer Complex with 20 minutes left. In the second half here between the match, in the match between the Norwalk Warriors versus the Dallas St. Grimes Mustangs, who are leading the game 1-0. The Mustangs are, with a goal in the first half from Corshing. And the players enter the field again. The pressure in the last has been an exciting 5 minutes leading up to the water break with the Warriors pressing high up the field in the final third and zone 3. The Mustangs in their white jerseys are dropping deeper and deeper into the box. Bice had a glorious chance with a left foot that went blazing over the crossbar, and here's Tout into Bice, not quite the pass she wanted. Bice is going to get there. Can she force a foul? Left foot, it's going to the top corner, and it's just gone over the bar. Can you believe this? There's another chance there again. Bice on her left foot. The Mustangs haven't made a chance. If they're going to take the opportunity, they need to take it now. There's slight confusion at the back. The winner of this match plays on Friday in the state championship, Class 2A final, but you have to get through this game first. Delivered 2v1 here, goes over both. Well won there by Larson in the midfield. With Treblecock to her right, and then on the far side, challengers coming in fast and fierce here. Larson deflects off her, showing some tenacity here, winning and tackling, and it's players like that will just help the rest of their teammates out as Bice tries to turn onto her left foot. Well won there. Again it bounces loose. Bice on the ball out wide. Again the touch eludes. Now we've got a left footer out here that's gone past the defender, and Bice who's come out on the left. If you get Marin Daniels on the right, because cutting inside, there's too much pressure on the inside. As you can see here now, here's a chance. Bice looking for the return as the Warriors are looking to break into the box. Bice on the ball. Again into the far post. Tout was about to launch herself at it as we're now looking at a change. Marin Daniels coming back in. Schumacher is going off. Schumacher did a great job. There's still time in this game.
It's another IMT insurance substitution, and quite honestly, everybody knows here right now that all Norwalk, they've been knocking on the door. They just need to slip one through. DCG really just trying to get it to the other half of the field. We've been all on our left in the last 5 minutes of play.
The pressure's been absolutely magnificent from the Warriors. High press everything. Ball goes across. Upon a spike on the far side, deflects. Is that a corner? Well, goal kick indicated by the referee. I'm still convinced that Marin Daniels should be on the right with her pace, right foot. As you can see, the Mustangs have congested the central areas, so cutting in, they're just winning everything. Bice has had success out here on the left-hand side. Treblecock does well to win it. Under pressure, referee says we'll have a free kick there. Points in the direction of the Warriors, looking to get forward. Randolph plays the ball forward. There's challenges going up. Rosenbeck takes care of that. Not totally cleared, but now there's space for DCG Mustangs through Knief. Up front is Corfit. Caution, no. And it's well taken care of. There was Ella Forsyth breaking down the middle.
Kehoe slides over and plays it out of bounds, but quite honestly, Madonia running with her stride for stride and not allowing her a direct path to it might have saved them as well.
Yeah, and Birch was the option for the back pass as well, just to keep possession. Larson does well. Needs a little more from her teammates in the midfield to close down, pick up the pieces. Ball played forward. Wallace does well. Good first touch with the left foot. Marin Daniels on the ball with some space in front of her. Now she can probably cut in because of the space on the inside, and it's about recognizing that space. Looking for a quick throw. Bice wants it now. Ball played forward. Lovely ball in there. Tout didn't quite get a hold of it. Rosenbeck clears the lines. Into Corshing. Doesn't quite get a hold of the ball. Treblecock. Upon a spike, playing the ball into Tout. Looking for Jojo. Jojo Bice doesn't get control. Gets on the left foot, delivers. Closed down. Deflected into the goalkeeper. Fritz's hands. One's got to come soon, Eric. I'm sure one's got to come soon with the amount of pressure now, but DCG Mustangs are doing a great job by containing pressure. Wallace. And here, and off they go again. Caution to score the first goal. Breaks loose on the left-hand side. On the left foot, coming in. Well defended out there by Serenity. Fantastic defending, forcing her wide. Still caution on the ball. Birch quickly gets it. She's got to look forward quickly if they're going to look to break. And counter-attack, I would still suggest maybe pushing an extra player forward, going 3 at the back, coming up to 15 minutes left of the game. Olivia just plays the ball down into feet. Well played there. Maren Daniels gets it. Now cuts it. That's better. Onto her right foot. Screaming for the ball, and jersey number 1 is Tout. Intercepted. Maybe should have gone earlier. Picked up by Larson in a perfect position. 2v1 on the far side. Treblecock had Tout in the middle. Could have played a 2v1 out to the far side to a Parna spike. A Parna stripe. A Parna stripe on the ball. Delivers. No. Fakes the pass in. A Parna stripe into the box. Delivers straight into the goalkeeper's hands. She had an option to her left with Tout. Jersey number 1 was screaming for the ball. But it's much more positive from the Warriors as the Mustangs are soaking up the pressure here. They're not stepping out their lines. It's 6s and 7s at the back currently as Larson is eluded by Avery Caution, the goal scorer. Tout looking to turn. Rosenbeck, a very well experienced defender, kicks the ball out as we're going to have some changes here. Bartek coming back into the game to sit in front of the back 3 actually. They've stuck to their 3-5-2 system throughout the match. Tout coming up to 13 minutes left in the game. Well, we've got the 3A semi-final to look forward to. Here on field 6, starting at 3:15, between the Ankeny Hawkettes against the Waukee Warriors. Ball bobbles up. Not quite cleared. Out there to a Parna Stipe. Still has the ball. Has an option with Serenity at the back. Spins her defender on a dime. Plays it into Tout, who's dispossessed on the far side. The Mustangs are now breaking out. Caution is just didn't move off the ball. Ahead of Caution is jersey number 15 is Ella Forsyth. As Bartek gets on the ball into Ella Forsyth. Closed down by Kehoe. Wallace, left foot forward. Bartek coming in. Bysteps and wins the ball. They have to keep the ball away from Bartek. Good tackle there from Wallace. It's 50-50. Marin, dispossessed. Olivia Sai. Into Bartek. Played a lovely little ball in there to Kylie Knief. Just comes off the face there of Ella Forsyth. With Caution in behind. Free kick here to the Warriors.
Come on, find one down here. Off the goal.
Norwalk looking to get the ball in the box. Bartek sitting in front. That's the ball that needs to be to, yes, well played by Tout. Little flick with the right foot. Maren Daniels on her right foot, her preferred right foot. That should be an easier one for Fritz. As the clock winds down, I don't see much change at the back there for the Norwalk Warriors, Eric. I think this would be a time, I would say, just go 3 at the back. I would actually push Wallace on with the left foot. Wide on the left-hand side here. Keep Bison central. And then you got 2 left-footers on the left here. Eric, that would be I think a great combination, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I certainly would. An IMT insurance substitution here. And at this point of the game, 11 minutes left. And quite honestly, as suffocating as DCG's defense has been, Norwalk's willing to try about anything right now.
10 minutes to go. Fatigue lingering in. The players are huffing and puffing out there as the sun is belting down on us. Corshing holds the ball up well, spins Kehoe into the box. Cover comes across from Randolph. Treblecock doesn't quite clear the ball. Marin Daniels on the ball. He's just tired, it's fatigue. The Warriors have put everything into it. Birch is back on up front. Bice going in. Jojo Bice chasing the ball here. Just cleared out of bounds here by Ashley England. As we see some changes coming in.
That's a heads-up play by England there. She doesn't want to take the risk and try to win it outright and create a possibility where Bice is off to the races. She takes the conservative route and surrenders the throw-in.
And Treblecock, I think, has come back into the game. Daniels, Treblecock to her side, opts for Bice. Bice makes an inverted run. Maybe should have stayed wide because then she took defenders inside. That's a great challenge though. Wallace went straight through the ball with the left foot. Opts to go inside to Larson. Larson has the option to switch play. Kylie Knief gets back up on her feet. Treblecock tries to shoot. Now they're starting to push forward. Jojo Bice is in the box waiting. Picked up very tight. Looked like a handball. Was cleared. Rosenberg. The ball just isn't bobbling the way of the Warriors right now. As Corshing, the goal scorer, gets it absolutely just closed down quickly by Serenity, who's playing right back. Who's come back into the game with confidence. We see a quick change here. I think the Mustangs are going to a 3-2 system, so they're going to play with two holding midfielders, with Fortune now coming alongside Bartek, because Fortune and Bartek were switching in the first half, and with 8 minutes to go, it's a wise decision from Dan James to change their shape, and this would now be the opportunity to see that from the Norwalk Warriors side and start pushing the extra player forward. They're playing very tight at the back. I would now risk Marin Daniels out in a wide position with the three tight and the two holding in front, is leaving space on the left and right hand side for the Warriors to exploit. It's a good decision from Dan James because it's working for them right now. As we see another change, there's going to be a double substitution. Was coming up to 7 minutes left for the Warriors. Mustangs look to deliver. Daniels up for the challenge. It's now cleared by Serenity. Randolph is pressing. Randolph has been pushed into the midfield. Wallace inside to Randolph. Randolph should have taken a touch. Marin Daniels gets the first touch. Looking good. Into space here to Treblecock. Birch is moving into the space and behind. She now gets the ball. Lovely little cutback onto her left foot. But this is when you've got to try and slide the ball in, just a delicate pass. For Bice running onto it, Randolph was breaking three. Or if you're going to shoot, it's got to be in the top corner. Larson should deal with this. To my right to the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs fans who are now getting all excited. The Warriors have used up a lot of energy up to the last 15 minutes of the game. They are getting tired, as you can see. Larson. But Larson isn't. Larson is just sitting there in the space, winning everything. Anna Stipe has moved into sometimes a central position. Larson is dispossessed. Serenity's turned by Corshing. Corshing comes up 1v1 here against Kehoe. Onto her left foot, Corshing with a shot and just goes over the bar. Korshing managed to turn Serenity, then spins Kehoe, takes it onto her left foot, her favorite left foot, and then struck over the bar. Birch needs to play this quickly.
Korshing with the lone goal of the game is her 19th of the season, and right now it stands up as the difference.
Randolph wins the ball. Challenges are going in. Treblecock leaves it for Randolph. Just a little bit sloppy with the passing. I would now push Wallace forward as well. Just looking at the options with 5 minutes to go as the Mustangs are rotating their subs in.
Substitutions in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com.
Hannah Renz, the freshman, has just left the game. Delivery comes in. It's over Birch's head. Lingering on the far post. Marin Daniels is now breaking away with it. Jojo Bice has made a movement and it's just played short, but Bice moved into the channel. Bice gets the ball. She's got options to her right-hand side. Chooses to go down. The referee's going to call a free kick. And we know what Jojo Bice is like with her left foot. Would this be the one? As they are tied out there, this could be the last chance. But there was the chance for the Mustangs. On the far post, as the ball was delivered across, was Ella Forsyth, but then Marin Daniels came away with it. A slight breeze behind Jojo. Is this the one that's going to dip underneath the crossbar? Jojo lines it up. Steps up, delivers. The ball goes in long. Goalkeeper Fritz comes, but should easily smother that ball into her arms. She looks forward with that luminous green headband, which must be her lucky outfit. Delivers long up to the halfway line. Larson's going to challenge. Wallace should pick this up. Kehoe. Larson. Now your options to go forward. There's space on the far side and they're not breaking players forward. Look at the space out there on the left-hand side of Rosenberg back. But she's tucked in now. There's so much space out there. It's not being utilized. Jojo Bice out to Marin Daniels onto her right foot. Marin Daniels misplaced, but they still have the ball on the far side. With Schumacher in with a challenge as the Mustangs are now breaking. Coming up to 3 minutes left. Forsyth on the ball. Just in behind her, breaking into the space with Korshing. The score of the lone goal today. Randolph. They've had some chances, blazed them over the bar, notably Jojo Bice. Wallace into Marin's feet, Marin Daniels, square ball into Randolph, looking for Jojo. Jojo's been through some work today and has cleared away and launched just behind me over my left shoulder by Ashley England. But we do have some quality ball boys here. Jojo, 2v1, on her left foot, delivers the ball into the box, and there's Town, breaks free. Apana spike. Schumacher looked like a handball and now goes over the bar. Substitutions here for the Mustangs. Again, another chance. It's Schumacher there with a chance. Opt to pass. We had a close finish in the last 5 seconds of the 1A game, where Holgren's headed the ball off the line. As this one is going to take it. It has been an exciting half here in the 2A semi-final between the Mustangs and the Norwalk Warriors, as the Mustangs look to clear. England launches the ball forward. It goes straight into Randolph, who goes into Schumacher. Randolph again going forward. It's just not connected. There needs to be a little more combination play in that final third if they can find feet. Tout is begging for the ball. Reagan Tout. Wallace, nice and brave at the back. Solid left back. Ball played forward and behind, just to relieve a bit of pressure by Kylie Knief. And now it's gone out of play, as we're going to have another change. And it looks like the Mustangs are taking off number 15, Ella Forsyth.
And typically you wouldn't see the clock stopped here, but the official knows what's going on. He sees as quickly as often as they're making those changes and says, hey, we don't want the clock getting drained just while you're running up and down the field here.
Yeah, no, it's part of the high school rules as well, because in the past that's what the schools used to do, as Wallace is closed down there by Olivia. The lines are cleared by Kehoe. 1 minute to go. The Mustangs sitting with two holding midfielders with Bartek, number 5, and Mackenzie Fortune wearing jersey number 8. Good move. Olivia goes in for the challenge. No pressure. Opts to go to the right. Going to the corner flag, which is a great decision to waste time as the clock counts down, and it's a throw in to the Mustang. Of chances. Pressure on the far side. Again a throw in as the clock winds down to the end. Notably, Jojo Bice had a great chance that went blazing over the crossbar. As the ball was cleared, Fortune delivers. Now he has the chance. They've got to break quickly. Fortune picks it up, turns onto her right foot. She's going to play it in the corner. Wallace launches it forward with 10 seconds left, but it's cleared by England. Again picked up, and Bartek just smashes it high into the sky, which then brings us to the end of the game, and the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs are advancing to the finals of the state championship with a well-deserved day off tomorrow for the finals on Friday. The DCG Mustangs withheld some pressure, tremendous amount of pressure in the second half, eluded the chances. Bice had a couple of chances that went blazing over the crossbar, notably the free kick that hit the crossbar. Eric, it has been an end-to-end game. First half the Mustangs, definitely. Second half with the Norwalk Warriors. Unbelievable.
The DCG went in with the right game plan. They took an early lead, and how much this game changes when you're playing with a lead versus playing from behind. The whole second half, they were on their heels, but they were able to keep it together. And how about this? Norwalk, in the same conference, both representing the Little Hawkeye Conference, were the conference champions in 7-0. Now they come back with a big victory for DCG.
And we'll just hand over to the announcer for the rewards.
Congratulations to Coach Andrew Messer and the Norwalk Warriors on an outstanding 2021 soccer season. Dallas Center Grimes fans, your team advances to the Class 2A championship game, where they'll face Waverly Shell Rock on Friday at 12:30 p.m. Congratulations to all.
Well, there you have it. The Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs are going to move on to play Waverly Shell Rock Go Hawks in the final on Friday in the 2A state championships. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Kruger Seeds, for sponsoring the corner kicks. A thanks to Central College, and a thanks to IMT Insurance. Well, we're not done yet, folks. We have one more game left. We've got the 3A semi-final between the Walkie and the Ankeny Hawkettes, and we're looking forward to that. The last game of the day is going to be a wonderful event, a wonderful game. Totally looking forward to it. We're going to take a little break until then. Myself, Justin Forster, and Eric Zamora from the CISN will be back for the 3A semi-final.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while